British people love to down Americans, but yet literally try to copy or take back black culture. Because black culture is owned by African Americans, right? Oh, I never thought this day would come, you know, because I thought that we were on the same side. The Beatles and Yachty rappers are examples. Right, so we've never had musicians apart from the Beatles. Let's just start this video. I'm gonna lay it down. In the 90s, I'm just speaking for millennial Black British people. Growing up, there was a huge lack, and there still is now. Why African parents shouting downstairs, be quiet? There was a huge lack of representation on television, in music. There was little to no representation in TV and in film in terms of British TV. So we, in fact, if you want the stats, if you want the receipts, 5.4 of the British TV work is non-white. That's not even people who are Black British. That's just people who aren't white. However, in the US, also in terms of who's playing primetime TV roles, that's 21% of African Americans. But apparently it's all tea and crumpets down here. And during this time of lack of representation, especially in the 90s, we turned, a lot of us Black British millennials, we turned to African American culture. Really, in the last 2 years, there's been more of a kind of mini boom. I wouldn't even say a boom, but there's been more of an explosion of Black British talent and Black British recognition on the international stage. And yes, Drake has a part to do with that where music is concerned. So basically, we've started to embrace UK music a lot more, so much so actually that it's become its whole own thing, its own culture that we've really immersed in, and we've kind of stopped trying to copy Americans. And there lies the problem, because it seems like a lot of African Americans are upset that we're trying to do our own thing and that we're not trying to copy them. So then I used to call him uncle, but I actually can't call him, he's not my uncle in my head anymore, Samuel L. Jackson. Samuel L. Jackson made some really offensive, I'm just going to say how it is, he made some really offensive, rude and ignorant comments about Black British actors, saying that they're cheaper, and saying that, what did he say again? He said that they can't relate to what it must be like to experience racism or experience racism in an interracial relationship because we've had interracial dating for about 100 years. Samuel? Sir, you've been in Hollywood for so long, you can't be this obtuse, you can't. Just because interracial marriage has never been illegal here, it doesn't mean that it's been accepted. So get your facts right, sir. I just feel that African Americans want to monopolize on black pain. Black pain is not just, it's not even something you should monopolize. It's not money, it's not something fun. All black people experience black pain. Thing is, because the story of America and, you know, how America came into being, everything about America is so hyper visible, it means that African Americans and their story is hyper visible, and that story obviously is more known than the stories of black people in Nigeria or Somalia. And solipsism basically is the knowledge that you are the only person that exists. It's just me. It's that kind of mindset, unfortunately, that a lot of African Americans have. Black British people have actually been here since the 4th century. We've been here for a while. If Black lives do matter, as you guys always say, then let's come and focus on Black British lives, shall we? 17th century, slavery was illegal here. That's not because British people were kind. They just thought that slavery was a disgusting thing and they didn't want it in England. They would rather put it in other countries and reap off the profits and bring the profits back to England. But having servants on very low wages, servants who were black, was not illegal. A lot of the servant jobs were taken and you end up begging on the street, and a lot of Black British people were begging on the street, and a lot of black people in England in the 17th century were actually African American slaves who were brought there. And it's like we basically have the same ancestors. Now coming to the 21st century, in terms of Black Britain, riots, just riots and riots and riots. Black British lives matter as well. It's not just African American lives that matter. Black British people support African Americans in film, in TV and in music. We rarely get that in return. Drake featuring Giggs on 2 of his tracks in More Life, which came out about 2 days ago. maybe 3 by the time this video comes out, was met with a lot of hostility and rudeness and basically just racism and ignorance by a lot of African Americans. And if you don't believe me, I've got the receipts. We did not fight the American Revolution to still have to listen to Skepta. This Giggs guy is effing trash. British rappers are so god-awful. I can't take British rappers seriously. Whenever they rap, I imagine Hugh Jackman rapping. I don't even get what that means, because I think that Hugh Jackman isn't even from the... I don't think he's from the UK. I think he's like Canadian or American. British rappers are trash. Nobody want to hear WWF Commissioner William Regal bull BS. The weakest American rappers are still better than the best British rappers, don't at me. Black British people don't even exist to me. Blacks in the UK never produce nobody worth anything, nor have they ever contributed to the struggle of black people in the diaspora. F y'all dirty ass Africans, keep the AIDS and malaria over there. Africans are mad because they're stuck over there with AIDS while we in the NBA and SHIT over here. Africans are more ignorant about us, as in African Americans. We've been helping Africa since colonialism. We showed Africans how to be pro-black. Disgusting. But you guys, we've had our own culture. Black Britons have been making their own music since the 16th century. It's, you know, you don't need to like it to appreciate it or respect it. Grime is not hip-hop. Grime isn't even UK hip-hop. It's his own thing. Grime is a mix of UK garage, drum and bass, dancehall, and a little bit of punk. Hip-hop inherently is dance music. Grime is not. Grime, you can't really dance to it. It was made as if it was made for a boxing gym. For someone who's boxing and doesn't have a lot of time to move or to dance, you can't really dance to grime music. Not true grime music. It's not really made to dance to. It's its own culture. Fair enough, it may even take small bits of inspiration from Black American music, but it's its own thing. It's arrogance and it's ignorance that makes African Americans feel as if they're alone in the fight against white supremacy. Actually, if you do think like this, you're ignorant by choice. You're ignorant and you're choosing to be purposely obtuse because Google is actually free. And it's like, instead of trying to conquer Donald Trump, who is currently trying to oppress you guys are starting to sound more and more like him. We need to use our privilege that we have here in the West to shed a light on those across the globe, especially people of colour who are suffering, to shed a light, to protest, to donate, to support. I hope that you did enjoy it. I hope that you learned something. If you have something to say, if you have something to reply or something to add, please do comment below. If you liked this video, please do give it a thumbs up and please do make sure you subscribe, and thank you for watching. Bye.